Okay guys, here's our 3D rendering for the house and the cabinetry, starting with the kitchen. I have one other layout with this. If you see the microwave sitting here, one of the pictures that Lisa had sent me, the microwave was on the countertop. 30-inch wide microwave, which is represented here, but that's really tight to the cooktop. Big Wolf range, I think 9 or 12 inches is the closest you can have to a combustible. So there's another rendering I'll show you in a minute where I put the microwave in this cabinet here. So starting with the pantry side over here with refrigerator number 2, we have a standard opening 37 by 72, and this is a pantry pull-out left and right of the refrigerator. I took this space, divided it by 3, which is attractive to the human eye, working in thirds. So this cabinet is 15.5. And then these are our rollouts in here, our pantry storage. Whoops. So this is a big pull-out. It's big, massive hardware. The hardware on these things is I think about 25 pounds each. The big ball bearing full extension guide here, and another one mounted at the top. And then there's I would do one fixed shelf here just for structural, and then we could do adjustable shelves here for these pullouts. Here are the rollouts here for these guys. The top right here, that cabinet, this bottom door is about 53 inches tall, and the toe kick is 4.5, but if you put tile or wood flooring, you'll have about 4 inches of toe kick showing. The inside of this is exposed and finished, stain grade on the inside and the bottom of this, and crown molding across the top. Adjustable shelving for these cabinets here and above this. The top of this is about 6 feet. I typically don't put a shelf there. It's just too tall to get to. And one thing to look at with this, I know when Lisa was at the shop, we decided on making these at 84. And this cabinet here is 84 inches tall. And this fridge leg is 94 tall. And on the other side of the kitchen, this cabinet is 94 tall, and the fridge leg is 94. If we take this down to 84 inches, and our upper cabinets here are at the same height as the pantry cabinet of 84, this cabinet right here is 38 tall. It's now 28 if we drop it down 10 inches, which does not look good to me. I know you wanted to break it up a bit. One option is to make these fridge legs about 6 inches taller, which would add a little bit of cost because I would need a 10-foot long sheet of plywood to do that for these 3 fridge legs. This fridge leg is panelized. It would be made out of lumber and made to look like a door. But something to think about here. If we can look at the sight line here, these are 84, and then this is 94 at the top of here. And there isn't much of a cost increase. I mean, for the case work, the melamine case, I wouldn't charge any more to make these 94. And we've got to cut that material off anyways. It's hardly anything to make it that much bigger. The only increase, which would be slight, is a little bit more square footage for the drawer fronts. But just something to think about. I know that's really tall, having a cabinet that high, but I did that just for these uppers, because if we make those at, well, I can do it real quick here. If we make these at 28 tall, and then drop this down, the bottom of those would be 56 inches. That does not look good to me. This is a standard height right here at 56, and if we drop this thing down to 84, I don't like it. It looks too squatty to me. So that's why I have increased the height on those. But if this works price-wise and we keep moving forward, of course we can chase all these down. So, and I don't know if that price Lisa gave me, the budget you were hoping for, included the entertainment center. It's just awkward when I work this up and it comes out close to to what you had. I'm not fishing you guys for a price. It's just the way it worked out. So we can work through that if we keep going on this. So our island here, oh, let's go back to that microwave. I'll show you the other option with the microwave. In this floor to ceiling cabinet here is to put it inside the cabinet, which leaves a lot more countertop space. We lose one rollout because of that, but I like the look of that. It makes this a little bit cleaner and more balanced here. Our drawer stack to the left, and we have a tray divider right here, a spice rack, another drawer stack, and then when I mentioned that this is looking like a door, the style of cabinetry that we do, I know I showed this to Lisa, there's an applied panel on the side here, so that right fridge leg would be panelized to match the door or drawer style. And here's our light rail underneath, which you guys have. You don't have many, you only have 6 feet of uppers in that kitchen, which are all exposed interior like this, meaning the inside is stained, and you wanted a frosted or an opaque glass where you can't really see through it. And if we're going to do that, I would probably just do a wood shelf if you can't see through it. But the inside is all finished, and then there's a 1/4-inch panel underneath this light rail, which gives us a little empty space in between the bottom of the cabinet and that 1/4-inch panel for all the wiring for the under cabinet lighting, to put a little puck light like that in there. These cabinets underneath the island are 20 inches deep. There's a bunch of storage underneath here, adjustable shelving. These wings right now are about 6 inches deep, and I put doors on the sides of this, so the inside of that cabinet would be about 5 inches deep, just to give it some usable space. If we're going to put a panel on there, might as well make it a door and make that usable. So there's an applied panel here, and then I am going to hide this wall so we can look at the front of the island. And then I should actually go back to the first kitchen because I have the cutout for the farm sink on that one. Bear with me here. Okay. Our appliance lift is here. There's enough room to put a drawer underneath of that. Trash compactor, farm sink, and then I would need the sink in the shop because the sides of those are never perfectly flat, so we would fit the face frame that went around that to the sides of it. Our dishwasher and a drawer stack to the right. And this is all prepped and ready for granite. And I think that concludes the kitchen layout. Moving on to the laundry and girls' bathroom. Let's start with the laundry room here. Washer and dryer. I know that depends on which one's left or right. Upper cabinet, about a 50-inch closet rod. The sides of these are panelized. The bottom of these upper cabinets are finished. Crown molding in here. There's a Lazy Susan cabinet in the corner. One thing we need to pay attention to on this is how deep the washer and dryer are, that it doesn't protrude too much out and make this an awkward space to get into, because this door and this door, these are bound together. So there's hinges here that attach these cabinets, or the doors to the cabinet, and these swing open together. And then those uppers are just adjustable shelving, of course. Our sink cabinet and a drawer stack on the bottom. The girls' bathroom, here's our big floor to ceiling cabinet, 84 tall. And then just a limitation with the program is this would be double-sided, so there's doors on this side here to where it would be a pass-through cabinet on that, and then this is just a blank panel here with the countertop and the cabinets that die into that. And the crown molding up here. So working with size and scale with the utility pullouts that we have sitting on top of the countertop. This little person here is 60 inches tall. I forget, Lisa, how tall you said your girls were, but obviously we would have this is split here. So this is probably about 36 inches, the front of this. The shelf on the bottom. So we would have probably 3 of them with about a foot in between for who knows what. But that would work so that they could at least see the bottom of that they wouldn't be reaching up so high and just kind of feeling around to grab whatever they needed in there. So this is a door on top with, we could put a shelf in there, crown molding up here. The top of these countertops, the cabinet cases are 30 inches, 4-inch toe kick, and then about 1.5 inches for the plywood and granite. Drawer stack, big drawer stack in the center, and another one to the right side here. And this, oh, you know what? This would have to be a, I just caught that. This would have to be a drawer here, or excuse me, door for that pass through. And that's also included in the quote. Come on, program. To where the you would access that from this side here, and there's a ironing board mounted in the wall here. Okay, jump into the master bedroom. Pretty straightforward, same thing, utility pullouts. These are the same height, 48.5 tall. That would sit on the countertop, drawer stack. And I've pulled this away from these utility pullouts enough to where it's not awkward, or you're not cramped in there. So from the side of this here to the center of the sink is about 16 inches, which is about as tight as we want to get. Drawer stack in the center, 10 inches. These sink cabinets are 26. We can see the dimensions here. And same layout as in the girls' bathroom with these utility pullouts here. The linen closet, the storage cabinet here, 84 tall. This wall here is only 22 deep, so we have the crown molding that comes out about 2.5 inches. So this cabinet's 18 deep, which would leave room for the crown molding that it wouldn't stick out beyond the end of this wall here. And then the last two things are these cabinets above the Johns. These are the same height as in the kitchen, 38 tall, the finished bottom, adjustable shelving, and crown molding. So that's where we are at. That's everything for the house. Let me know what you guys think, if this works, if this fits in the budget. And we can push and pull and tweak things around till we get it how you guys like it. Thank you.